Before we get into it, I just want to run a quick poll to understand if you are already selling online, or like you're a retail seller at what. Um, this would really help us in understanding our audience. It's great. Wow, we have a Zoho Commerce user. So that's great to hear, because this particular session is really helpful, because a lot of people raise questions about, how to set up the menu properly, how to set up products under menu, and how to categorize them. So I have this demo is going to give you like a full run through on that. Okay, if we have some offline sellers and people thinking about starting, I will be giving out a link in the next slide. So Christine will be taking over from this point, and okay, I'm just pushing out the result. Christine will be taking over from this point. She will be and I will be sharing the link for the getting started part 1. So people who are thinking about starting, just take a look at that session as well. It would really be helpful. So, Christine, let me just transfer control. All right. Christine, can you? Yeah, Christine is joining.
Okay.
All right.
Fine. All right, then I'm Christine. I'm also from the webinar team, and I'm happy that all of you are here joining us today for this session. And as Kritika already mentioned, we've done a getting started on building your online store part 1, where we covered a lot of, the front end things that you can do when it comes to building your online store. And so now we're going to be doing part 2. And so a quick recap of what part 1 was about. And so when people go about building their online store, they might find it a little intimidating given the fact that they have to build it from end to end all by themselves. And so what this particular session, which was part 1, helped, for you to understand was how you can go and build a storefront, which would be like, the home page along with all of your categories and collections. And then we also got into how to set up your payment and shipping gateways and how you can upload all your products along with the categories and collections as such, and how you can go about getting orders processed. And so it's up and running for your visitors to come and place orders and buy and purchase from you. And so if you've missed the session, I urge you again to go and take a look, and that'll bring you up to speed on how simple it is for you to go about building your own online store using Zoho Commerce. And as Kritika mentioned, she will be sharing the link along with you. And with today's agenda, we're going to go about with setting up the store. And when it comes to the homepage, it's very crucial for you to have a header. And the header will be the area where you put up most of your contact details and how people can get back to you. So, your email or your phone number. So when people come into your store, they will have a point of reference where they can come and contact you and call you. And also setting up the menu area. So this is going to be covered in the demo, of course, and it'll be about how you can create and add categories for your product and how you can also set up various categories. And so I'm pretty sure many of you have used online store platforms. And so, when you get into a product, you'll have various, like, let's say we take maybe home appliances that'll be categorized as, kitchen appliances, electronics for maybe like your bedroom, like a TV or a stereo. And so just a few examples as such. So these would be the categories that you would have. And then the most important part, which is the footer. And the footer is the very important component. And many people tend to kind of omit having a footer on their website. And so that is a very important section to have, because that's where you can go and add, like other details like social media and important links that you think that your users may find useful, maybe to other pages or relevant sites that you also have. and then setting up a contact us page, which will have, again, a place where they can come and contact you, your address, where you're located, how they can get to you, how they can contact you via email or phone call, and all those type of specifications. And also we're going to talk about, and this will be again covered in part 3, but getting a little bit into collections and their application. And so collections are basically when you have a group of products, like let's say you have maybe a bunch of stock that you want to give for discount, and so you can group that into a collection. Maybe you can label it as like, okay, this is like a 50% off collection, and so that can be one. And you can also group them based on whatever your criteria is, basically. So let's say a festival or a holiday is coming up, for instance. Let's say you have like a Diwali collection, and so you can give in relevant if let's say you're having like a clothing store, you can give up relevant collections and clothings based on that. So it's all based on the business that you do and the specifications that you would like to have it at. So Zoho Commerce gives you all of the opportunities to put those things together. And so now getting into your ideal e-commerce homepage. And so this is, again, just an ideal way of setting it up. These are the key factors that you would, you should consider when you're setting up your e-commerce homepage. And so at the top, I'm sorry, the font is really tiny, but at the top, I've given an arrow over here. So it'll be your contact details. So you will have, a phone number or your email ID, some way that your visitors can touch base with you. You can also have your sign in or sign up if you have a portal for your customers. And the top area is usually like when I personally get into a website, that would be the first place I would look if I'm trying to get in contact with the page that I'm interacting with or the seller that I'm interacting with. And then next would be the banner. And the banner is the main area where you can display your important content and whatever features it is that you are trying to display to your customers. So this would be the area that pops out a lot. And this would be the space where you would really want to propagate and portray what it is that you do. This is the area that will catch your visitors' attention. So make sure that you add very, punchy type of imagery and text that gives your visitors like the whole idea and perspective of what your store is about. And then you can also go about putting up your featured products. So maybe, your best-selling products or the products that you really think your visitors would be interested in. Like, what is it that kind of sets you apart from the rest of your competition? So you want to put up those type of products that you can display to your customers to really make them, urge them to buy from you. And then also maybe like a few points of why they can shop from you. And so, of course, whatever business that you have, I'm pretty sure that there will be competitors. So you want to go out there and put your benefits, or why is it that people will benefit from buying from you rather than your competition. And you can just put in a few really good selling points over there. And then you can use like a banner area where you can another section where you can add a little bit more about your product. And so let's say you have a product that sells really well. Like, for instance, this particular screenshot is taken from a cosmetics website. And so let's say you have like a really good face wash or scrub that you really want to propagate. So this would be the area and the place where you would go about doing so. And again, it's not limited to just adding one or two of these things. Of course, in the builder, you can add more sections and propagate more things as per how you require it. And then finally, we have the footer area of the homepage where you will add things like your social media, your other links, things that kind of state out your credibilities. If you have any kind of credits that you can add, maybe some sponsors or things like that, you can add that over here. It's also an important place to add all of your important links, because this will be the area that robots text will come and crawl. So it's very crucial for your SEO to have all of this set up. And so again, we'll be getting into more detail when we get into the demo. So this is just a quick idea of what we're going to be talking about and explaining. And then at the end of the session, of course, after we're done with the demo, you'll have a very clear and good idea on how you can build a fully functional e-commerce store. And so these are just basically, again, with part 1 and part 2 culminated, this is how you can go about setting up the front end of your store. So we'll just get into the demo now. I will switch over to Kritika. Jessica?
Yeah. I'm just taking control, Christian.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much, Kristen. So I hope you like have an understanding of what this demo is going to do. So basically, from header to footer, we are going to see how we are going to set it up. And let me just go ahead and share the demo video with you. So please feel free to raise any questions you have as and when the demo is playing, so we will be able to answer you. Okay, I hope you're able to. Your online store, you need to enter this particular URL, zoho.com/commerce, and click on Access Zoho Commerce. So I'm under the impression that you've already been through my previous video and built your store in under 60 minutes. And coming into this page, you will see your active store, and clicking on it, it's going to take you to the main dashboard. As you can see, we are done with the initial steps and we have published our website. Now what we are going to see is how to add header to your store, set up the menu with proper categories, and setting up the footer with the right information, and going in and editing the contact us page and making the form live and introducing collection and its application. All right, let's get started. So now we are back to the main dashboard. To go and add contact information to your header, we are going to go into the site settings, and under general you will see preferences. So clicking on preferences and coming down, you're going to see contact information. So by activating this particular toggle and entering your email address and phone number and hitting on save, you are going to add your contact information on your website's header. Every time you make a change to your website, you hit publish, you can see it reflect on your live website. So once this is saved, I'm just going to take you into the store and show you where that information is shown. Yes, as you can see in your header, you can see the email address and the phone number. And now we are going to move on to the menu. As you can see, as and when you link or even add new categories to your website, it is going to show up in the menu. I'm first going to show you how to add categories to your products, and then we will go and set it up. All right, so this particular product is uncategorized, so I'm just going to add a new category called hand care, and I'm going to save it. Okay, as you can see, now this particular product is added to this category. So, okay, coming into the category page, you can see the various categories that are in our website, and we have products linked to them. So now as we witnessed, each category we add is getting added as a menu element. So we are going to club a few categories so that we can organize them better. So now I am going to bring hand care under skincare and created a subcategory. You can see that there's a drop down. Yes, so you can actually play around with this and create even like another subcategory under hand care. So based on the different kind of products that is on your website, you can go ahead and set up the categories the right way. All right, now back to the dashboard. So once we have set the category, the menu is more or less set. So you can also add like another menu. I'm just going to show you like sale, and you can link it to a particular category or a collection. So ideally categories wouldn't fall under a sale, but collections are products. You can go in and discount some product and create a collection and link it to this. So ideally right now we have like a temporary collection called face products. I'm just going to link it to it just to show you how it is seen on your website. We will look into collection a bit later. So I'm gonna go into the menu and just show you like what are the different things you can add to the menu. You can add a blog. You can even add like a one product directly. You can also create a link to something external. Like ideally, most people when they're launching a new product, they get external influencers to review them. You can actually create a link, put it on the menu, and take it there. So um, you can get creative with how you market your product and use your menu to help you supplement that. Okay, so now that we have done with the header and the menu, we are going to move to the footer section. So to go to the footer section, I am going to go into the site builder, scroll all the way down and click on edit footer. So ideally what we have used a template to build this particular website. So I have like pre-made information here, but the footer is just basically content. So I need to link it to different products. So ideally hair care, I'm gonna link it to the categories. So different categories, I can go ahead, select it, click on this particular link and go into category and click to the particular category. So, and then save it. So this is how you uh, create links to your footer section. And another important thing about your footer is the various information that you give people. Ideally, as a customer, when I go into a website and before placing an order, the return policies, the shipment policies are extremely important for me. So I definitely go in and look for those information before I place the order. So so I am going to like add those information on my website now. All right. So again, what you can do is yes, as you can see, I just created the page. Now it has come onto the list and I'm just going to link it and save it. So you need to do that for your terms and condition, payment policies and any other policies, even privacy policies, and all of this are very important information. And ideally, as a seasonal shopper, I would definitely go into a website, scroll to the footer and look for these information before I place order. All right. So your footer, again, all these payment information and the security seals. Zoho Commerce is PCI compliant and it has all the security details. So you can get in touch with us and display all that information in your footer as well. Now, once we have set up the footer, let's go ahead and fix our contact us page. So again, exiting the editor, I'm going to take you back to the page section. Clicking on pages, you can see that we already have a contact us page. All the templates come with a contact us page. So here, ideally, you can go in and give your information about you, edit your address. It is as simple as selecting and entering the information. But what I'm going to show you is ideally add a contact us form. So a contact us form is extremely important because it helps customers to write to you. Yes, obviously they are going to write you in an email, but a form is where you can collect their data and reach out to them in future. Section, I'm just gonna click on forms and uh, create a simple form, basically a contact us form. So clicking this contact us form, it automatically populates all these information for you. And okay, now that we have added the form, I'm going to go and show you where you can access the form data. So we are going to exit the builder and then go into site settings, and you can actually see the data under content and in form data. So right now we haven't entered any data, so we are not going to get into it. So now we are going to look into the final part of our demo, which is the collections page. So to get into collections page, you need to get back to the main dashboard, and you can see collections. So ideally these are like the preset collections that I have. So I'm just going to go in and show you the different kind of collections that one can create. So ideally you can have most people set collections and they put it in a landing page to run various promotions. So I just have the title tag as promotion. I can describe Father's Day or any sort of description for it. And this is the most interesting part. As you can see, I can create collections based on filters. So right now I'm just going to give any of these condition, and the condition is basically based on title, price, brand, and tag. So there are four different variations by which you can create collections. So let's assume you are running promotion for Father's Day and you want to curate a list of products under 500 rupees or dollars or any sort of a thing. So I'm just gonna click on price and going to select the relation less than and set condition as 500, and I'm gonna click save and preview. So as you can see right now the collection is being edited. So let's see what products have been matched. As you can see, 4 products under the price of 500 has been matched. So ideally this is like a feature that is extremely powerful when you are running various kind of campaigns. Right now I have very few products in my store, but if you think about it, when you have like a large set of products and if you have set it up well, like if you have like really targeted tags in each of the products, you can go in and create various kind of collections and send it to targeted segmented customers. So we will have like a very specific uh, webinar around collections and landing page and how you can run profitable campaigns, probably somewhere in the next 15 days. But I hope you found all of these information helpful. All right. If you have any questions on the demo, you can just raise it now. But I had from Go Casual, the admin, like you have a doubt on, how you can set up banners for your desktop, mobile, and tablet. I'll just quickly share my screen and I can show you. We don't really have recommended sizes for each because it will vary based on the templates. So I hope everybody can see the screen. Christine, can you just confirm if you can see my screen?
Ritika, I can see it.
All right. So this is my site, like whatever I showed you right now. So if you look at it, this is like your banner section. So what I do is generally when we are showcasing our website on mobile or your phone or the tablet, when we have all of these sections showing up, your content becomes, it shrinks, so it's very difficult for people to read. So what basically we do is you can just click on this particular image and click on this eye icon, and you see you can actually remove this image to be shown on your tablet and your phone and only have this image be shown on your laptop. This way the readability and customer experience basically thing. So there is we don't really create different banners for different devices. It's how we can optimize the existing banner and what people will see on each of their devices. So this particular function helps you do that. I hope that answered your question. Any other, like, oh, just one second. All right. Okay, we have Gaurav, who's asked, I've opted for when I go to Zoho site, not able to see. Okay, that question is answered. Okay, any other questions that you have, do raise in the question panel. So I'd be able to, we can take it up now. We have some time. Or also Go Casual, I hope I have answered your question. Again, we do not give recommended sizes because each of the template varies. We have like a hero banner for a particular template, we have like a box banner. So it is very difficult for us to give you a recommendation without knowing what template you're using. Do email us at, I'll just share my, marketing@zohocommerce.com. This way, if I can see your website, I can actually talk to my designers and give you get you the best practices for the kind of a dimension that would fit well on your website. Okay, if we don't have any more questions, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Do write to us if you have anything else. I would definitely help you set up calls or get the right person to write back to you. All right. Thank you, Christine, so much. Thank you, Satish, for answering all of the questions. And thank you, all of you, for joining us today.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.